We've reached a point where our beauty standards have become so unattainable, the only people who fit them have paid for it. There are reasons celebrities are the ones who get the most work done, they have the money, and they get the most criticism. Sometimes influencers pay thousands to have that Hollywood look, only to end up looking worse than before. Welcome back to IO, I'm your host for today, Maddie, and today we're counting down the top 10 influencers who destroyed their face with plastic surgery. Let me know which influencer overdid it the most in the comments below. At number 10, Whitney Buha. She's a Chicago-based blogger and influencer who shares her lifestyle and fashion tips on various social media platforms under the name of @somethingwitty. She has shared that since entering her 30s, she has gotten Botox twice a year. But after one particular appointment at a local med spa in 2021, her eyebrow did not look quite right. While the right side was looking normal, her left eyebrow started to sag and lose its arch. 6 days later, Buha returned to the spa to fix the issue, but a few days after that, things were even worse. Blogger's entire eyelid had become droopy, and as the days went on, the problem only got more severe. To put the cherry on top of things, her other eye, which was trying to overcompensate for the reduction in vision, began to bug out. Buha told BuzzFeed News, "I was getting scared that A, this was going to be permanent, or B, this was going to affect my eye and vision long term." At first, she tried to hide her situation from followers, but after she mentioned the mishap, they were curious. Buha embraced her situation and documented her eyes day by day. Followers were invested and referred to her as a breath of fresh air for her honesty surrounding Botox. What happened to Buha is rare, but a plastic surgeon described it as a complication where the Botox fluid seeps to a nearby muscle that controls the eyelid. Luckily though, it was temporary and Buha got her eye back. At number 9, Jenni Farley. She was a cast member on the MTV reality show Jersey Shore and currently appears on the spin-off Family Vacation. Farley frequently posts to her social media accounts, which has made it easy to track her plastic surgery journey. It seems as the years go on, Farley is looking less and less like she did on the show 13 years ago. One thing about JWoww though is she has always been an open book when it comes to the work she's had done. Even before Jersey Shore, Farley underwent a breast augmentation at just 18. 10 years later, she had another one done following the birth of her daughter. Along with her body, Farley has also had a lot of work done to her face, so much so that she almost looks like a different person from that first season in 2009. As the years go by, JWoww's lips have gotten a whole lot bigger and her cheekbones have become a whole lot higher. Her plastic surgery may be a little much for my taste, but as long as she's open about it and happy, I don't see a problem. Farley told Entertainment Tonight in 2016, "I'm not getting any younger. I'm going to do the non-invasive surgeries and things like that to stay youthful so I don't, when I'm like 50, 60, 70, have to do the more dramatic ones. I personally feel like the filler might be aging her a bit considering just how much she's had done, but to be fair, she is a Jersey girl and she is fitting the mold of a true Jersey woman." At number 8, Charlotte Crosby. Like JWoww, she got her start on the MTV reality show Geordie Shore, which is like Jersey Shore but in Newcastle, England. Now Crosby can be found on her YouTube channel posting lifestyle content surrounding beauty, fashion, and her new baby. Over the years since she first rose to fame, her face has undergone quite the transformation. The star appears to have had work done on her cheeks, possibly her chin, breasts, nose, and most notably her lips. I mean, she was beautiful before and she's beautiful now, but at a certain point, everybody with plastic surgery begins to kinda look the same. Like the other women I mentioned, Crosby has always been open and honest about going under the knife. Charlotte previously admitted that she's a self-confessed lover of Botox starting in her early 20s. Crosby also has admitted to getting a $4,000 nose job and revealed that she got her lips done once a year. That being said, since welcoming her daughter, she decided to dissolve her statement lips for good. Crosby explained on the Nova podcast that her decision had nothing to do with trolls, as she's been trolled for so long about her lips she didn't care. After pregnancy, her lips swelled a lot and she admitted watching the Geordie Shore reunion for the first time, she thought, "I look ridiculous." That and having her daughter now really changed her mind when it came to the fillers. At number 7, Khloe Kardashian. Like the rest of her family, Kardashian has claimed that she's gotten plastic surgery more than once in her life. I think of all the Kardashians, Khloe has undergone the biggest transformation from those first seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In the reunion special episode of the show in June 2021, Kardashian said, "For me, oh my gosh, she's had her 3rd face transplant, but I've had 1 nose job, and everyone gets so upset, like why don't I talk about it? No one ever asked me." The Good American founder also revealed that she has done injections but not really Botox due to a bad reaction to it. Over the years, the youngest Kardashian sister has undergone intense ridicule for looking different from her sisters Kim and Kourtney, with people even going as far as saying she has a different father. That and her being 5'10" compared to Kim's 5'2", I can see why she felt as though she stuck out. Kardashian revealed that she became insecure because of everyone else telling her. Khloe has advocated for body positivity on social media, but along with that, she's completely transformed her face and body and heavily filters everything she posts. I definitely see why she made the changes, I just personally think they were unnecessary. At number 6, Gabi Demartino. She's a YouTuber who rose to fame on the platform alongside her twin sister Nikki, with their joint channel Nikki and Gabi now sitting at 9.4 million subscribers. They do a podcast together called The Opposite Twins over there, and they also both have their own individual channels as well. Fancy Vlogs by Gab has just over 3 million subscribers, and Demartino posts a lot of lifestyle and beauty content over there. Over the years, we have watched Gabi look less and less like her twin and more like Ariana Grande. The YouTuber has always been open and honest about what she's had done, and even posted a video in early 2021 titled "Admitting I Ruined My Pretty Face in 2020 and How I'm Fixing It." Before that, she made a video about her journey getting an upper eyelid, a lateral brow lift, a submental lipectomy, and a submentoplasty, which can also be referred to as a ponytail lift. Demartino described plastic surgery as the thing she got into during quarantine. Apparently, the surgery did not turn out the way she wanted and was happier with the way she looked before the surgery, and even talked about what she'd done after to fix it. Her honesty is applauded by her viewers, and she always includes a disclaimer that she is in no way condoning that plastic surgery is the only route for appearance dissatisfaction. At number 5, Simon Cowell. The X Factor creator has been around judging people for years, which means we've all seen the changes he's made to his face with plastic surgery. At some point in his life, Cowell decided that he needed to jump on the filler train, as many celebrities do, and like a lot of other celebs before him, he has taken things a bit far. As the years went on, Cowell's face got smoother and more swollen until the point of being almost unrecognizable. There have been countless conversations about his new face online, comparing before and after pictures, with people questioning why he would do such a thing. Simon once again left people in shock after his recent look while promoting Britain's Got Talent. The judge continued to look unrecognizable at the show's launch and in promo videos where he appeared to be incredibly smooth. The 63-year-old did not have a single wrinkle in sight, which prompted comments like, "What has he done to himself? WTF have you done to your face, lad?" and "Simon Cowell needs to stop having facelifts." Cowell has previously admitted, "There was a stage where I might have gone too far. I saw a picture of me from before the other day and didn't recognize it as me, first of all." He said that his son was in hysterics over the photo. Cowell has talked about calling it quits when it comes to the fillers, but by the looks of his face recently, he hasn't actually followed through. At number 4, Huda Kattan. She's a makeup artist who gained popularity posting her makeup tutorials on YouTube. You may recognize the name Huda because Kattan is the founder of the popular makeup brand Huda Beauty. The beauty mogul has definitely had plastic surgery over the years, and in 2019 she opened up about it. Kattan revealed that she still deals with insecurities from when she was a child, but now with her cosmetic company, Kattan is one of the most influential women in the beauty industry, with almost 52 million followers on Instagram. Kattan has explained that growing up she felt like an outsider, with some of the kids going out of their way to make her feel like an outsider. Being born in Dubai and moving to the States after university, she felt alienated, as many immigrants in America do. Kattan has said that she's not ashamed of going under the knife, admitting, "I did my nose and boobs together when we launched the brand because I had breastfed and felt ashamed to show them to my husband." Kattan was not unattractive before the surgeries, and personally, I hate when influencers talk about getting surgery because they had insecurities. Everyone does, and part of the reason we have those insecurities is because every famous person pays thousands of dollars to look quote-unquote perfect. Number 3, Darcy and Stacey Silva. These twins first became known on the TLC reality series 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. After gaining attention on the show, they got their own spin-off called Darcy and Stacey, which follows their lives. In April 2022, the woman left fans in shock after revealing the results of their plastic surgery. I mean, the Silva sisters initially became internet sensations and got their own series in the first place thanks to their already unrealistic looks and regularly altered appearances, but still their followers were stunned by the latest alterations. The sisters underwent their plastic surgery makeovers in Turkey by Dr. Umal, who revealed that the twins elongated their eyes with fox eye surgery, had their previous nose jobs corrected, got cheek lifts, buccal fat removal, 360 Vaser liposuction, and breast augmentations. After the Silva sisters revealed their new looks on Twitter, their followers did not hold back. One tweet said, "I had to unfollow Stacey. I could only tolerate so much snatched a day." Another user said, "At some point they have to recognize this isn't isn't healthy and doesn't reflect well on whoever's doing the procedures. They don't look human anymore. It's a shame because they were beautiful before this. Many viewers seem to think the twins looked fine before and have made themselves only look worse, with someone even comparing the new look to a Muppet. In a rundown of the cost, it's likely that overall each sister spent upwards of $20,000 for their full makeovers, including veneers. At number 2, Marian Michelini. She's a 35-year-old YouTuber from Brazil who underwent an illegitimate filler procedure that ended up going terribly wrong. Apparently, the knockoff procedure was done by a dentist and has left the woman's face permanently altered. In December 2020, the YouTuber was injected with what she thought was hyaluronic acid. Injectable hyaluronic acid is a type of temporary filler that can be used on the face. It is found naturally throughout the body and attracts water, which allows the skin to become more hydrated. Michelini revealed after the procedure that she was injected with a completely different chemical called polymethyl methacrylate, or PMMA, which resulted in permanent damage to her face. PMMA belongs to a group of materials called engineering plastics, also known as acrylic and acrylic glass. That's right, this dentist injected plastic in her face instead of something the body naturally produces. The PMMA made her skin swollen, puffy, and she has since undergone 3 different surgical procedures in an attempt to fix the damage done by the botched procedure. The YouTuber sued the man who gave her the injections and has documented the entire journey in an attempt to make sure no one else has to go through it. At number 1, Oli London. Over the years, the English influencer has undergone at least 18 major procedures. Aside from the amount of surgery London has had, his plastic surgery journey is very different from the rest. London began attracting media attention in 2018 after appearing in an episode of the documentary series Hooked on the Look. London had a desire to look like Jimin from the popular K-pop group BTS. His interest in South Korea started in 2013 after arriving in Seoul to teach English. That same year, London began having surgeries to make his face resemble Jimin. The biggest problem people had with London's transformation was that he identified as transracial. So London went from being a white man to identifying as Korean and non-binary. He was then accused of fetishizing the culture, to which he claimed the whole thing was to appreciate the culture. London spent more than $140,000 appreciating the culture in just 3 years. He's undergone eye surgeries, facelifts, chest reduction, and multiple nose jobs to look more like Jimin, which he did not accomplish. In mid-2022, London came out as a trans woman and announced plans to further get surgeries, this time to look like a Blackpink member, Rosé. Pretty recently, London apologized and told E! News that he was detransitioning, saying that he wanted to, quote, go back to being his original self. He also announced his conversion to Christianity and his intention to become a member of the Catholic Church. That was the top 10 influencers who destroyed their face with plastic surgery. I've been your host, Maddie, and I will catch you next time for another Top 10 Countdown.